Welcome back to Kuze's Corner. Please visit utinicast.com for more information. I'll be giving some brief comments throughout the video, so sit back and enjoy. Coming up after you jump over these boxes is going to be awning, and if you're body type 3, there's a chance you might get stuck. I've been known to do it in the past right there where I just jumped up. And sometimes it resets you back to the beginning, and it's just the way that it goes, so I guess just going to have to deal with it. I did the same Datacron run in my platforming video, and went into a little bit more detail as far as some of the jumps. If you have any problems with any of this, just refer you to my platforming guide. Coming up is a cable. You don't want to walk off onto it. You actually want to jump, because the side of that little platform right there will actually push you off. So make sure that you line yourself up and actually jump. Your goal here is to make it on top of that overhang. When you get up here to this little bag of whatever it is, just line up in the same direction the bag is, and you can jump up right on the corner of the overhang here. What you're looking for is a floating kiosk. The kiosk will move right next to the overhang here. If you want to get a second shot at it before it leaves, you might want to attempt first jump when it gets a little bit closer to the overhang here, probably right about now, just in case you're not feeling quite confident. And then you always have a little bit of time, if you're fast enough, to make it back up here again to try it again for a second time. Or you can just wait till it's close enough and just hop on. If you're low level, it's a good note that there's a Pat down there that you see, little robot. He will aggro on you if you're around the same level or lower, and cause you to possibly get knocked off or killed on top of the kiosk. So you might want to take them out before you try to jump on it. Another thing is I try to switch phases, because it takes a while for this kiosk to come back around, and it seems like the kiosk is in the same position on each phase, but you might have better luck. So if it's not in the location that you want it to be in, you might want to try switching instances, shards, and hopefully it'll be in a better spot than your previous location. Right up here, it's probably best just to walk off once you're directly over the outcrop here. There we go, just walked right off, landed right on it. This one actually may be a little bit difficult just because of some of the jumps. If you watch the platforming guide, you get a little bit of help on exactly how to make the jumps, but I'll go over it again here real quick once I get up to the point. Alright, right here I'm going to show you basically if you're facing directly at the beam like that, you probably have a less chance of making it. What you want to do is back up and hit it at an angle. That way there's a little bit more surface for you to jump on, and it's just a little bit easier to make those jumps at an angle rather than straight on. Coming up is a little pipe run here, nothing too major, no real big jumps or anything. Just make sure you pivot right there in the corner. You don't even have to jump right here, just keep running straight, and you don't even have to jump off the end, you can just keep running. Right here you want to jump on this awning. You can actually step in these holes, and I'll demonstrate that after I grab the Datacron. And you can also walk up to that little pillar and actually jump up and do a little jump right on top of it instead of doing the larger one. Most of these awnings you actually can walk through the tears. I've done it at multiple locations. Don't hate me if you actually fall through one day, but I haven't found one yet that I haven't been able to walk across. And I'll show you right here. You see I'm standing directly right in the middle of the tear. And right here I'll show you how to do just a little jump. Just jump straight up. Once you hit your peak, just push forward a little bit, just in case you don't want to make a big jump and actually wind up missing it. So you can stand through here. But be careful because you can actually fall through there. So keep that in mind. This Datacron run is also on my platforming video, and I go over the infamous light jump over and over again a few times, showing you a few different, there's actually two techniques that I've come up with. One is backboard jumping, which I do in this video here, and the other one is a sort of a strife run deal that might work out for you if you're having issues the other way. Again, I kind of go through this fairly fast. You'll notice I actually jump and hit the wall here instead of trying to jump on a light, which will slow you down enough to make a proper jump. And I definitely go into way more detail in the platforming guide. The Empire version of the Strength Datacron is a lot easier. I chose to start off from the taxi point to better show you exactly where to go, but all in all it's not too difficult. just going to go ahead and apologize up front. For some reason, after this last patch, I've been having a little bit of lag. Not quite sure why. I don't know if it's my graphics card being an ATI, which I've heard there's some issues with SWTOR and using ATI cards. But after this, I updated to 3.8 beta version of Catalyst, and that seems to help out a little bit. So if you're having some lag issues, lag spikes really, you might want to try updating your drivers, of course, and even possibly trying the beta version of the ATI. It seemed to help out a little bit, but really I didn't have any issues before. But like I said, after this last patch, I think it was 2.1, 2.2, I've been having some issues. So again, sorry for the lag here at the end. There's a few things here on this platform. Dead body. A communicator, as you can see over there in blue, do not click that first. Make sure you get your Datacron first, and after which you're going to click on the communicator to bring you back up to the top, roughly close to the taxi point where we started from. Cunning Datacron is one of two shared Datacrons between the Republic and Empire, both of which are on the high security lockdown, which you can access both of them, Republic and Empire, through the industrial sector. You'll take an elevator there, and it'll take you up to a certain point and find your way to the high security lockdown. For some reason right here I'll show you there's like this invisible block or something. As you can see, it kind of bugged me out, so I'm actually jumping up from the side of the crate rather than in front of it like I do with my Republic character. When we get up here, there's going to be a kiosk of sorts, like a return mission terminal. And you just click on that, choose where you want to go, which is only one option, to the Infernal Room. Now once you get in here, you'll get a tick, a dot put on you, a stacking dot. The longer you're in the room, the faster it's going to tick, and you're going to die. You can take that one to get back if you wish. But you're going to jump down, run across to the same mission terminal looking thing. You're going to click on 3827. That's the last four, and it'll take you directly into this room. Once you cross the threshold of where the door opened, you're fine. You'll still be burning a little bit, but it's no issue. First thing you need to do is just go ahead and grab your Datacron, and after that you're going to have to retrieve a piece for the yellow matrix shard, which I'll show you here in a second. You're going to go over here to this rundown machine. It's an old prize machine, and you're going to get an item from here, which is the slot decoder. That way you can access the yellow matrix shard, which we'll be showing you next. Click on that terminal to be able to get through that door. You're good to go. I've never actually tested if you can let somebody in through the back entrance. I assume that it might be possible, but you might want to try that out with your friends.
Hope I can help.
The yellow matrix shard is another pain in the butt Datacron on Shaddaa, which is one of the reasons why I chose it for one of my videos in my platforming guide, which I go into, again, way more detail in the platforming guide as far as how to conduct some of these jumps. And, whoa, pay no attention to the weapons in my bag. What you're looking at here is a slot decoder. You'll need that to get the yellow matrix shard, which you should have picked up when you grabbed the Cunning Datacron. Once we get up here, You notice when I jump on the pipe that I get as much distance as I can, just here like I did there on the box. You want to back up as much as you can. That way you have a good running start and some footing to actually be able to jump off of. If you try to jump from the front edge of the pipe, you'll just wind up falling down. But again, check out that platforming guide to get some better tips. When you get up here, you're going to use your slot decoder to gain access to your yellow. Remember, you get the slot decoder off the old prize machine right after you get the Cunning Datacron. So if you haven't got that in your inventory, I suggest you go back and watch the Cunning Datacron video and pick it up there. And that's it for Shaddaa. I thank everybody for watching, and have a good one.